Alright, so apparently Bloonarius didn't get his ass kicked enough last time, so we're fighting him again today, the Elite version, and we're doing it on Cracked, and as you may have noticed from the thumbnail, we're gonna be using one tower in particular to kick his ass this time. And that is the Bloon Exclusion Zone, and if you remember, quite a while back now, we did a super buffing video, one of the Mad and one of the Sentry Champion, because those two towers are two towers that, you know, look the most insane visually when super buffed, and we did those super buffing videos were using powers as well to just make it look as crazy as possible, and that's basically what we're gonna do today. We're gonna super buff the best to take down the Elite Bloonarius, and if we don't manage to beat the higher tiers, we're gonna throw in some powers just for the visual aspect of it to see how crazy we can make this thing look. So basically I'm trying to beat an elite boss using just one tower, and I'm not really sure how that's gonna work out, especially for like tier 5 and for tier 1 here, because as you may have noticed, I'm using a Sealy and not Geraldo or Ben, and there is a reason for that. And the reason is, of course, because of Isili's totem is going to be a valuable extra buff to the best later on. So I think I'm going to first try to make do without having Ben or Geraldo, but if we don't have enough money for tier 1, we're just going to have to restart and choose a different hero. Speaking of hero, we haven't placed our hero down yet, but I think I want to go for the second upgrade here for the top path before placing Isili down. So the map choice has a good reason too, basically because we'll be able to place, you know, all the buffs and the best down here towards this corner and not have any other tower basically attacking or doing anything interfering with our little challenge here. So I think we're gonna place Isili somewhere here in the back. I mean, we could place her up front and then eventually move her later on just using a Chinook or something. Yeah, you know what? I'm probably gonna go ahead and place her like that, and then we're just gonna move her out of the way completely with a Chinook later on, because I think as for the early game, we really need to farm as much as we can, so I don't want to place her in a really bad spot to, you know, lose out on any damage here early game. So how do you actually farm when you have Isili as your hero? Normally you always have Ben or Geraldo, right? So what do you do here? Do you go for just a bunch of 200 farms, or do you rush a bank as you usually do? I really don't know. So I'm just gonna rush a bank because that's like the only thing I know how to do. All right, finished round 19. Get the bank, and in terms of defense, if we needed more defense, we're probably gonna go bottom path for this one, and we definitely seem to need a little bit more defense. Dude, or maybe we should get another boomerang instead, or perhaps even one of these. What do you think about that? Something like right there? Surely that can't be a bad idea, right? Alright, so we sell that, grab that, sell that, and then we're gonna create a Minneapolis right here. First of all, grab some discounts. Can't even afford to place the farm. So I have to sell one of the villagers first, and then sell, and you're kidding me, bro. First of all, we will skip getting the bigger radius, and let's see here. How much do we need? 200, 190? Sell. We're missing 500. Sell. Jesus Christ, we're still missing. Oh my god. That sucks, because that means we're gonna miss the first tick or whatever. Just gonna have to roll with it and hope that it is still gonna be enough money for tier 1. If it's not, then we'll have to restart. Start the round, let them pop a couple of bloons here, and then sell, upgrade. Okay, let's do this. Use this ability, upgrade this, place an energy there. Alright, we'll just have to take this. Okay, that's probably gonna do it. So let's open this up and get a boat there. And it looks like I probably could have done one more farm even. God damn it. Let's see what we got here. 52k, not great. Let's see what we can do with this cash. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. Village, discount, and another village right here. Jungle drums, and then we're gonna place this just about in range of that one. And we're gonna get it to a tier 4. And we're gonna go with the top path here. If you recall, in update 38, it was like the laser shock damage got increased like 6x or something. So this cross path is like better than the middle path in terms of damage, assuming you don't have any debuffs. And we don't have any debuffs yet, so for now this is gonna be the best path. I was kind of hoping that I could just sell this one and afford the overclock, but apparently not. Do you think we can take down tier 1 by still keeping this and just sell this after like 1 or 2 rounds, buy the overclock, keep this all the time, and do you think this can take down tier 1 alone? Oh, and it can reach all the way over there. Oh yeah, that's right, the top path also, since update 30, gives extra range. I looked this up just a minute ago, so it can reach all the way to the start of the track when placed here. That's pretty good. Alright, so just about now we should be able to sell this guy, get the overclock. Just a second. There we go. And how does this deal with the insides? This does have some knockback, so we should be able to take care of it without any buffs. There we go. And let's apply the overclock to this guy, and why not use the totem as well? Yes, indeed, it does reach. And now we're taking it down pretty good, pretty fast. I like this. Dude, I don't know why I don't use this tower more. This is amazing. It's pretty much global range. And it's not like it's weak either. Like it's strong, dude. This is gonna be crazy when we max buff it later on. And what's happening here? We can't... Oh no! We messed up the... Oh wait, we have this guy coming in clutch. Nice. And here we go again with the darn camo purples. But again, the overclock saves us from that. And we take down tier 1. That actually worked out surprisingly well. Okay, so now I guess we just sell all of this. Upgrade that to favorite trades, and then rid of all this. Get a BRF and a bloon trap or 2. Sounds good. And move her out of the way. Alright, just one more round here, and then we're gonna get the tier 5 this time, obviously, for tier 2. And give it some buffs, and hopefully that's gonna be able to take it down. It should. It should. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking here. Let's get the favorite trade for the extra sellback. Like that, and get rid of these towers, of course. And then all the farms, except one like that, and we will save 2 overclocks. Actually, we're gonna need to get rid of this too. And this. And let's place some discount villages. And place this one right in the range of the jungle drums. And then bottom path, cross path with the top, and we can just barely not afford it. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use the Chinook to move Isili out of the way. I want her like right here. And then right after moving her, I'm gonna sell it and buy this one. Alright, move her right there. And then sell it. Use the overclock, buy. And it should... It's not reaching all the way, quite. There we go. Just a sec. There we go. That is doing some decent damage, dude. It looks like we might not even need... I am gonna still go ahead and... Wait, let me get this one first. I am gonna head and still get a stronger stim for it, but I don't think we need anything more than that. This is strong enough as it is. Wait, what happened to those insides? Did all the BFBs just get obliterated? Let me see the next skull. Oh, we need camo for this one. There we go. And let me see the BFBs here. What happened to them last time? Oh my... They're just getting deleted. Jesus Christ. Right, and I'm not using totem or anything either, so... It's just... This is gonna cut through the tiers like butter. It is pretty crazy how this tower, at least with the top cross path, that gives you more range. Like, you have almost global range. At least if you place it like close to the center of the map, it like does have global range. And it does crazy damage too. I mean, it does have some weaknesses. Obviously, it can't pop lead without help. And going top path, you need something for camo, but still, pretty crazy strong. Alright, so without using the overclock or the Elite Totem or anything really except jungle drums and a stronger stim, we take down tier 2 a little bit more than halfway through the track. That is pretty impressive. And as we take down this boss, it's probably about time that we save up for an ultra boost to use on the Banana Central for sure. Alright, so now let's just continue with the farming, place a whole bunch of BRFs and whatnot, and we should be pretty loaded on cash for tier 3. Yeah, as expected, we are going to be pretty loaded up for tier 3. But, I mean, I didn't quite expect it in the early game, when we went with the Sealy instead of Geraldo or Benjamin. So I am quite happy to see that it did turn out better than expected with the money situation. Apparently we don't need too much money to get all the buffs we need. Alright, last round here, and judging from how we're looking on cash, we might be good to buy all of the buffs for the entire game for this tier. So we want a TSG right down here in the bottom with nothing but support sacrifices. And this time, as mentioned, we go with the middle cross path instead, so we're gonna get debuffs later. And then we want to get a perma brew. And we want, oops, that's not the button I wanted to press. We want to get a perma brew and make sure we don't buff this one, and we still have our Chinook here, so we will be able to move this one up in a corner somewhere. We already have the ultra boost. Now let's get Homeland Defense and Call to Arms. And I think for tier 3, since this is so incredibly strong, I think we're gonna go ahead and not place any debuffs for tier 3. I think it will be able to just tear through it anyway. Maybe we do need some debuffs, but holy crap, look at all those balls. Man. Sada would love it here. Okay, keep applying those stacks to this one. This is still far from max buffed. Oh yeah, we should probably... Let's place down... Let me place down 2 Techbots right here to handle my village abilities. Let's see, I was actually kind of expecting it to do a little better. Maybe I was a little cocky not placing the debuffs, but we're still gonna be fine, right? It's still getting stronger and stronger because it's still applying the ultra boosts here. But honestly, as I said, I did expect this to do better. So, I mean, I still think we're gonna take down tier 4 when applying the debuffs. But what about tier 5? This suddenly got a lot more interesting. Dude, when you fast forward, look at how ridiculous it looks. Jesus Christ. Alright, last skull here. There we go. Alright. So, I guess start working on some debuffs and whatnot. You know what I could do also? I could unhook this one from the Call to Arms, and I could place an Energizer to have more uptime on the Homeland. But let's, instead of placing the Energizer here, I want to have it somewhere where it's not in the way. So let's just place a pool up here and place the Energizer here so it doesn't affect anything. One thing also to keep in mind, you see the spread of all these balls here? Obviously it's gonna do more damage as the boss gets to like this area, when it gets close enough that nothing misses, you know. So that's also something to keep in mind. Let's check this damage out. I mean, again, it's very, very far away. We should not judge it on this damage. Let it get to at least this corner right here. I mean, again, I think it's gonna be enough. I think it's gonna pop like around sort of the best area. But I don't know, instead of being impressed, I'm just getting worried about the next tier. You know how in the beginning of the video I mentioned that in some previous super buffing videos we did it to like to the extreme. We used some powers as well, like the Energizing Totem and whatnot. I was gonna show you that anyway on tier 5 because I want to show you how crazy it looks with everything applied. But it looks like not only will I, you know, show it just for the sake of it, but we're probably gonna need it for tier 5, to be honest. So yeah, tier 4 did get very far along the track, but we do take it down. Something that we can improve until the next tier is to move these debuffs to a better position though. Quite confident that we are gonna fall very short in terms of damage, but we'll see. Yeah, let's get this party started. Let's take a look at some powers here. We place, let's say I want to time it with everything here. I want to time it with the next use of the homeland and the Elite Totem, and I'm going to place an Energizing Totem as well as this one right here, making it attack twice as fast. Place down the Energizing Totem and use this one right now. Look at this. Oh my goodness, look at all those balls. But wait, are we still not good? We might actually still lose. We're not doing anything. Oh my god. I really expected this to completely destroy everything. Thankfully I had 256 of these left over since last time when we did the power run. Jesus Christ. All that for one skull? Oh my god. I mean, the bads get completely obliterated, but we're not gonna be able to take this down even with powers. Alright, maybe we need some backup here. Alright, and let's switch so that this one ultra boosts the mad. Use the ability. Techbot it. And Techbot the ultra boost again, of course. It's still not working. I overestimated you. We need more towers, dude. We still need more. How about a super mine? How about that? And a Legend of the Night too. Just everything. Wait, what am I doing? Paragons is a thing in this game. Can I afford a Ninja Paragon? 500k. Sell this, sell this. There we go. That ought to help. The projectiles is going pretty crazy here. How's the bitrate for you guys? Move the debuffs. It's getting pretty ridiculously close here. And I need to remember to use these powers. Otherwise we're done for. Last skull here. Come on, dude. Don't lose here. Oh my god, that was close. Okay, so now I think we have it. But holy crap. There is a big difference between tier 4 and tier 5. What is it, like 8 million to 40 million HP or something? It is pretty bonkers. Okay, so the best is good, but it's not that good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this super buffing video. If you haven't seen the last two where we went crazy and included powers and everything, check out those two right here, and I'll see you in the next one.